Okay, now we use the blow dryer. Okay. Ooh, it's blending so well though. My tortillon low-key looks like a tampon now though. I hate crayons. I have beef with crayons. But then I realized I only hated crayons because I didn't know how to use them. I have such bad memories of me using crayons back in school. So today I will be drawing using the art tools I hate. First, crayons. So I watched this tutorial because I'm a noob.
So it has come to my attention that not everyone knows all the different ways that you can use crayons. So let me teach you so your next crayon drawing will impress your inner kindergartner. To just get this out of the way, this is probably how you normally use crayons. You know, draw lightly, try to fill everything in.
Okay, let me try to color it the normal way first. So I'm gonna color her hair black, and then on the inner side some blue. Honestly, I'm just coloring in the same consistency, not pressing too hard nor too soft. Okay. Now let's move on to the cat. Yeah, I don't know why I added this cat. I also added this design so that it's less empty, and yeah, okay, that sucks. Okay, next.
But let's take it up a notch. I want you to draw super duper hard, just try not to break the crayon. And then when you want to blend, lightly draw with one crayon and then go over it hard with the other. Once everything is waxed to the gods, go in with a little scraping tool. I'm using a palette knife because that's what I have, but use what you have on hand. Scrape away all the excess.
Bro, what? We're gonna use a knife? Okay. Let's clutch this real quick. This time I'm gonna press really hard on this. Okay. Bro, look at the shavings. Anyway, let's continue pressing hard. Also, for the cat, yeah, he's a chill guy. Okay, I don't have a palette knife, so I'm just gonna use this. Yeah, we're low budget over here. Ooh, what the heck? Dang, that looks so smooth though. It doesn't look like crayons anymore. Like, I just removed the wax. Okay, so actually it looks very faded. It's like I colored with pastels. Ooh la la. Lastly, I'm just gonna remove the wax off these thingies. Okay, this is what it looks like. Next.
If you want to go full pro artist up in here, then I found an even better way. Just like the last one, draw really hard. And I know what you're thinking. You're saying, Devin, this looks even worse than all of them. Just trust the process, okay? Get out your blow dryer. Yeah, I said blow dryer. We're gonna melt the wax and then blend it with a blending stump or
what the hell? We're gonna use a blow dryer? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm just gonna color this like normal. I'm pressing a bit harder though. Okay. This is what we got so far. Okay, now we use the blow dryer. Okay. So, well, I'm blending it while I'm blow drying. Now, first off, it hurts like hell. It's like licking its tongue flames on my finger. Ooh, it's blending so well though. My tortillon low-key looks like a tampon now though. Anyway, let's move on to her face. Okay, I am not a fan of this blending. Why does it look so muddy? Okay. Trust the process, guys. Okay, maybe I won't. Yeah. Okay, we're finished. Okay, so I just learned how to use crayons correctly. It still sucks. It is all three of them. I mean, it's cute and all, but like, look at how messy it left my desk. Okay, I still hate crayons. 2 out of 10. Next, alcohol markers. If I had to summarize how alcohol markers worked, it's definitely trust the process. Now, I don't hate alcohol markers, but there is a learning curve. And in order to get good, you have to suck first, like really bad. Okay, we're gonna start with doing the sketch. I kind of wanted to draw Sue from Marvel Rivals, just because I keep seeing her often. Bam, Shazam, wolf cut baby. Okay, let me just work on the body real quick. Yeah. I'm gonna use this pen to do line art. Yes, I know, it does look a bit sus. Like, you can probably do some very bad and naughty things with this. Like stab someone. But this is actually a really good liner. Like, look at this, guys. Look at how smooth this is. I was pretty bad at this when I first started using this, but like low-key, I'm pretty good at it now. It's like super good now. It's so easy to make these sick lines and also vary the line thickness. Okay, we're done. And this is how you clean up the glass pen. Are you ready? Bro, that's like so trippy. Let me do it again. Like, this is like blowing vapes, except the artist version, you know? Like, what is that, bro? Okay, so this is what the ink version looked like. I low-key hate the glass pen though, because what the heck is that? It got smudged. I just hate traditional art in general. Anyway, this is what I hate the most about markers, okay? Like, look at this. What the heck is that? It's so gray and muddy. But then, you should know that this isn't the final color. It's slowly gonna get lighter and smoother. But that's kind of what makes it difficult to work with, okay? Because you need to keep adding on to it. And it's very easy to go overboard. Like, chat, are you seeing this right now? What the absolute heck is that? She looks like she just applied spray tan, but only on the outer parts of her face. Well, anyway, I'm just adding more colors onto it. I'm literally adding colors, like light reddish gray. Color theory sucks, okay? And now we're gonna use this disgusting mud yellow color for the hair. And then once the skin got better, I added more layers. You gotta ease into it, you know? Because if you use markers, you can only do darker, not lighter. So you can't just go in with a really dark color because you might screw up. But like, maybe I'm just a noob. Maybe this is like just a skill issue or something. But yeah, this is my process. Like, I'm literally using blue-gray for the shadows. Okay, this is what we have so far. What the heck is this? This is so depressing. So I'm just gonna add some more of this yellow color for her hair. It's giving like very much pee when you don't drink that much water. And then another layer for the shadows. Okay, look at this. I'm gonna put an entire gray overlay over here just to neutralize her skin. Now this looks like crap right now, right? But I swear, trust the process. Now while we're waiting for her face to dry, I'm gonna color her suit. Okay, so just have this satisfying montage of me filling in the outlines. Alright. Now let's add some shading. Literally make it darker. I'm literally using different shades of blue. Dog, I have like 50 different shades of blue over here. I will most definitely be using all of these, man. Okay, so I'm almost finished with the drawing. I'm gonna use these acrylic markers to make the drawing pop. So I'm gonna go over here and just add some white for some shading. And then on the inner corner of her eyes and on her nose, basically I'm adding highlights and light colors. Because again, if you use markers, you can only go darker, not lighter. Also some juicy highlights for the lips. She low-key started to look Asian though, not gonna lie. Bro, why does every person I draw turn into Asian people? And then for her hair, I'm just adding these curvy thingies and some pink accents on the suit. That looks so good, not gonna lie. Bruh. Anyway, well, this is the final result. Ooh la la. Actually, this has to be like my favorite marker art that I've done. 9 out of 10. Next, watercolor. Okay, so do you want to know why I hate watercolor so much? It's so hard to control. I used to do so many watercolor portraits, and it was like the only thing I could do because it's like cheap AF, okay? And frankly, all of them suck. Okay, so this is the watercolor I'm using. It's called Prang. Semi-moist. Moist? Ew. Bruh. Okay, well anyway, I'm gonna use a broad brush just to make the entire thing moist. And then I'm going in with a neutral skin color just to add a base. It's kind of similar to markers because I'm just adding and building into the art. There are some people who work from dark to light, but like those people are goated and I'm not. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna add the juicy lips and then let's add some darker colors for the outlines and start adding more definition. Okay, now I'm gonna use black. Low-key, lots of people kept saying that you can't use pure black on any painting, but like, bro, have you seen my old watercolor paintings? This K-pop boy was supposed to have black hair. I didn't want to use black, so I used purple, and now he literally looks like Barney or whatever. Well, anyway, I didn't really want to add details on the hair because since it's watercolor, it's gonna look intentional, right? Because of the texture of the watercolor paper. But in reality, I'm just lazy out. Anyway, I'm gonna make the eyes darker and making her look more sleep deprived. And then I added some blood. Is it really a Kooleen artwork if there's nothing edgy? Anyway, I basically just filled in the gaps with a black marker and that's kind of it. Honestly, I did not really like this, especially the bottom. I mean, the top part is okay, but the bottom one, it kind of sucks. Like, I wish I could liquefy this, bro. Color pencils. Color pencils are like the worst thing ever. Okay, to be fair, I'm only using like a very limited palette and this is cheap AF, so we're just gonna see. Anyway, I'm drawing Nami from One Piece. Again, I'm using the glass pen to add the outline, but anyway, here we go. Okay, so since I'm working with a very limited palette, I'm gonna color her hair with some orange first. I don't know how blending with the color pencils work actually. I never actually learned how to blend with these bad boys, but I'm like using random colors to make it darker. Don't ask me why I'm coloring with blue. I don't know either. Okay, so that's not that bad. Okay, now let's fill the rest of the hair with orange. Not gonna lie, I'm glad I chose to draw Nami because she's low-key kind of basic. Like, her color palette is very simple. Okay, maybe the reason why the blending is crap is because the pencils are crap. I'm also using orange in the skin. Bro, why is she so orange? Is she trying to be Trump? Okay, then I'm using magenta to add like more depth for the skin. Yeah, chat, I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, I guess the only good thing about color pencils is that they're very easy to use. It's just like pencils. Anyway, I low-key kind of cheated because I used an alcohol marker to neutralize the skin, but anyway, some final details. I used an acrylic marker to erase the mistake I did with the glasses, and voila. I hate color pencils, bro. 5 out of 10. Next, charcoal. Now, I don't hate charcoal. I love it, but it's hella messy. And now I've done other charcoal art, which doesn't look as bad, but it's honestly so hard to control, dude. Well, anyway, let's start drawing. I'm using these charcoal cubes. Well, not cubes, rectangles, okay? And so I'm basically just outlining it first. I wish I had a charcoal pencil, but I left it at home. Anyway, I'm just outlining it before the charcoal gets too blunt. Okay, now we're gonna fill it in. Ah, yes, and exercise. The charcoal, you have to press it really hard. So like, this is actually straining my hands right now. Bro, look at that. Look at that powder. If that gets on my lungs, I'm dead. Well, anyway, let's just outline her face. Okay, let me get the others. I'm gonna use a soft one. I'm gonna use it to add some shading on the juicy lips. This is shading, bro. And then on the cheeks too. On the ears as well. And then the shoulders. Bro, look at my fingers. Anyway, to clean it up, I'm gonna use this Kooleen electric eraser. Because using a normal eraser is gonna smudge it. Anyway, I'm cleaning it up some more. Then I'm gonna do her neck tattoo. Okay, let's just shade her face some more. Okay. Then erase the smudges. It's so messy, bro. How do people do this? Alright, this is the final result. It's very hard to control, but I guess it's a skill issue. Very messy though. But it's like so freaking messy. 6 out of 10. Bro. Anyway, that's kind of it. I hope you guys like this video. Watch this next one. See you there. Stay cool.